So we have completed the packaging of DNA. We have completed with the RNA types, and we're going to go ahead with something called as a very crucial process that I had told you in the last class itself, that it's an important process with respect to not only your marks point of view, but from your future understanding point of view also. There are many things which are very crucial for this. Okay. Is my voice cracking? No, na? Please, others. Okay. So, okay, fine. Just check, because from my end I can't see any issues. If it's there ना, तो मेरे इधर आ जाता है कि internet is unstable करके, but I can't see this on my screen. So no, I'm not using Bluetooth, because if I use Bluetooth ना और ज़्यादा network issues आ जाता है. So I use cords only. I don't use Bluetooth for the same reason. Okay, fine. So this is what where we were. I had explained till tRNA and mRNA, and I'm supposed to go ahead with the genetic code. So this is something which is associated with the RNAs that we have seen, and now we are into the RNA world, as I say. So let us understand what exactly is this genetic code. So the term genetic code was given by George Gamow. Don't forget this name. This particular name is very famous, and this is asked also many times, that who has given the genetic code. So the term genetic code was given by George Gamow, but who has actually worked on it? Let us see. The relationship between the sequence of amino acids in a polypeptide chain and nucleotide sequence of DNA of mRNA is called genetic code. Most important sentence to be understood. What is it? It is the relationship between the sequence of amino acids in the peptide chain. So what is the sequence of amino acid in the peptide chain? You have done biomolecules chapter. You know what are the 20 amino acids. You know their names, I hope. So those amino acids which are going to be present in a polypeptide chain, their nucleotide sequence of DNA or mRNA is called as genetic code. So each amino acid we say is, my voice is coming different because I broke my वो वाला क्या जो मैं माइक लगाती थी ना, वो वाला माइक मेरा टूट गया. So I have to get a new one. So I don't have time to go out and get it. I can only get time to get it on Sunday. So so, so I'm wearing a normal जो अपना आता है ना ear pod जो भी है. You were saying that only. अरे बाबा वो अच्छा my video isn't on इसलिए. Okay. इसीलिए मैं वही सोच रही हूँ. So because of this mic ना, now it sounds a bit different. वो जो है वो अपना कैसा specific था ना, so it sounds different. I'll get it on Sunday only. I don't have time only otherwise to go out and get it. Sunday I'll go and get it. Okay. But you all can hear me, right? You all can hear me, na? No problem in, like, it's not coming from far off or something like that way, na? You all can hear me, that's more than, that's more important. Okay. So what we are supposed to understand in genetic code is, forget about the language. Just try to understand what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. And some of you all have sent me certain doubts on my WhatsApp. So at the end of the session, uh, like 2, 3 doubts are there. So at the end of the session, I'll explain those doubts. Fine. Yeah. So here we are going to talk about what? Here we're going to talk about the 20 amino acids. Now we say that each amino acid is coded by, the word that we use is what is coded by a codon, a triplet of nucleotide, which is the codon, which we saw in the last class, right? Now, the sequence of the DNA will be copied by the mRNA. That is what we have seen earlier also. When I had explained you all about the ribosomes in cell unit of life, many months back, I had told you all the story of Chor Police. So that time I had told you that the DNA का एक particular segment is copied onto mRNA, correct? Now this DNA का जो sequence copy होता है, it is going to be the same which is going to be present on the mRNA in the complementary way. So how is it? Is what is known as transcription. Now, this mRNA is read as a triplet code, is what we saw in the last class. तो ये जो तीन है, मैंने आपको कोडॉन और एंटीकोडॉन के एग्जांपल्स बताए थे, मतलब क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे, एंड यू ऑल हैड आंसर्ड मी वेरी प्रिसाइजली व्हाट इज अ कोडॉन एंड व्हाट इज अ एंटीकोडॉन, राइट? सो बेसिकली ये कोडॉन एंटीकोडॉन का जो सीक्वेंस है ना, उसको हमें जानना है इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन. तो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन प्लस ट्रांसलेशन is going to give us a polypeptide chain which is coded by the genetic code. Okay, तो ये exactly genetic code क्या है, ये अभी हमें आगे देखना है. तो सबसे पहले देखो, there are 20 types of amino acids which participate in protein synthesis, correct? DNA contains information for the synthesis of any types of polypeptide chain. So this DNA, our DNA, is going to have a complete information about any type of protein synthesis. कोई भी जो भी polypeptide चाहिए ना, कौन से बनने वाले हैं polypeptide will be decided by the sequence of DNA. So who is the decider of this? Who is going to be the controller of this? कि कौन सा polypeptide बनने वाला है? Who is going to be the whole and sole authority? Nothing but your DNA. तो जो आपके डीएनए का सीक्वेंस है, जो आपके डीएनए का सीक्वेंस मतलब देखो 4 ही है बेटा, ए टी जी एंड सी, 4 ही सीक्वेंसेस है हमारे डीएनए में. देयर इज नथिंग, इट्स नॉट अ हॉश पॉश ऑफ सो मेनी थिंग्स टुगेदर. तो जैसे लेकिन म्यूजिक हमारे 7 स्वर होते हैं ना, म्यूजिक में क्या होता है, सिर्फ 7 स्वर होते हैं, लेकिन ये 7 स्वर को मिक्स एंड मैच करके देयर आर, if music is such a vast as a field in itself, in the same way, the permutation combination of these 4 nucleotide sequences is the variation that is seen in every individual as a human being, as a living being. I don't know if you are aware of this or not, but human beings and rats, उनका जो डीएनए है ना बेटा, वो 99.9% मैच होता है. ह्यूमन बीइंग्स का और रैट्स का डीएनए 99.9% मैच होता है. कैन यू नाउ इमेजिन दैट व्हाई ऑल द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स व्हिच आर to be used by man is done on rats? अब समझ में आया? तो रैट्स का डीएनए और ह्यूमन बीइंग के डीएनए में इतनी सिमिलैरिटी है, बट जस्ट लुक एट द ब्यूटी, वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स एंड दे आर रैट्स, वी आर सो डिफरेंट विद just 0.1 डीएनए सीक्वेंसेस के डिफरेंसेस. तो ये जो परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन होते हैं ना डीएनए सीक्वेंसेस के, ये कैसे होते हैं और ये क्या कोड करते हैं, इज व्हाट इज समथिंग वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. So they are saying that DNA contains information for the synthesis of any type of polypeptide chain, any type, right? In the process of transcription, information transfer from DNA to mRNA in the form of a complementary nitrogen-based sequence is going to be seen today. mRNA contains code for each amino acid, and it is going to be called as a codon, which we have seen in the last class itself. I had also told you another name of एंटीकोडॉन. किसी को याद है? हाँ, मैंने बताया था, बोलते बोलते मैंने बोला था कि एंटीकोडॉन इज ऑल्सो नोन एज डैश. उसको ये भी कहते हैं. किसी को याद है बेटा? वेरी नाइस देवांग. यस स्नेहा सिंह. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस. अदर्स कम ऑन, ट्राई टू रिकलेक्ट. Within a fraction of a second, Devang and Sneha has answered. Excellent, my dear. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. चलो others, others. I had told this specifically with the spelling also. No one else? अरे मतलब सिर्फ 2 बच्चे बैठे थे लास्ट क्लास में मेरे. जो फिजिकली एब्सेंट थे उनको तो मैंने क्लास से बाहर निकाल ही दिया है. मैं तो उनके पास ध्यान रखने ही वाली नहीं हूँ. क्योंकि इन स्पाइट ऑफ टेलिंग सो मेनी टाइम्स ऑल्सो, इफ यू ऑल तुम लोग बाज नहीं आने वाले हो ना, तो आई एम नेवर गोइंग टू बी ऑन योर साइड. दैट्स फॉर श्योर. You are completely neglected, my dears, now. But the others who were physically present and mentally absent, huh? Come on. मतलब physically present and mentally present सिर्फ 2 बच्चे थे लास्ट क्लास में, देवांग एंड स्नेहा सिंह. Others were physically present, mentally absent, correct? That's really very bad, huh? Again, I'm warning you all. Again, I'm warning you all. ऐसे करोगे तो ये चैप्टर का कुछ भी समझेगा नहीं. अगर आप देख रहे हो तो मैं ये चैप्टर बहुत आराम से पढ़ा रही हूँ. I'm taking maximum of the time to explain each and every concept again and again, again and again, and trying to make the things simple for you all, because yes, this is the chapter which will, you know, actually create havoc in your mind. But फिर भी अगर आप लोग को ऐसे ही बिहेव करना है तो मैं मेरे सुपर स्पीड से 2 दिन में ये चैप्टर खत्म कर सकती हूँ. I can complete the entire chapter in 2 lectures. My speed and then the way I explain will be very different the way I'm explaining now. If I am going to give my 110%, I'm going to expect you all contribute at least 50%. So only 2 students are answering me that what is another name of anticodon. तो बाकी के इतने जो पूरी जनता है वो क्या सिर्फ फिजिकल मतलब अटेंडेंस लगाने के लिए आते हो? लॉगिन करके घूमते रहने का, लॉगिन करके गेम खेलते रहने का, हाँ? My dear, ट्रांसफर रहने का एक पार्ट है एंटीकोडॉन ग्रुप. आई एम आस्किंग यू व्हाट इज अनदर नेम ऑफ एंटीकोडॉन. मैंने आपको ये लॉजिकली भी बताया था कि इसको कोडॉन कहते हैं इसलिए एंटीकोडॉन को ये कहते हैं. और जो बच्चों को लग रहा है कि हम लोग आराम से बाद में देख लेंगे, वीडियो तो अवेलेबल है, बाद में वीडियो देख के हमें समझ में आ जाएगा, तो माय डियर्स इट्स नेवर गोइंग टू हैपन. हाँ, प्रेक्षा वाज आल्सो प्रेजेंट. लेट है लेकिन आंसर तो दिया है. तो फिजिकल मेंटल प्रेजेंट 3 बच्चे हो गए, देवांग, स्नेहा सिंह एंड प्रेक्षा. 3 बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने राइट आंसर दिया है, सही आंसर दिया है. तो 3 बच्चों का सिर्फ अटेंडेंस है मेरे पास. I won't name any classes. I don't have the authority to name anyone. But you go anywhere else and you will get recorded lectures. Okay? You will get recorded lectures. Live lectures है नहीं. You cannot clear your doubts. You cannot clear your doubts. You cannot chat with your teacher. You cannot interact with your teacher. Recorded lectures, recordings भेज देते हैं, links भेज देते हैं. देखना है तो देखो, नहीं तो तुम्हारी मर्जी। पैसा पूरा मस्त ले लेके यही चल रहा है पूरे इंडस्ट्री में, ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स में। See, I don't want reasons. Those who are absent, I don't want reasons. And this is not the first time that you are remaining absent. Even in the last class, you were absent. You don't, you know, give me the reasons only. I'm not going to listen to any of the reasons at all. And I'm not bothered also. 2 days before, there is one student who has joined me for private. 2 दिन पहले की बात है. That child is going to give NEET on 13th of September this year. अभी जो 12 सितंबर को जो नीट होने वाली है ना, उसके लिए बच्चा अपियर करने वाला है। ये बच्चा पुणे से बिलोंग करता है। दैट बॉय इज नॉट इवन फ्रॉम बॉम्बे, ही इज फ्रॉम पुणे। ही गॉट माय रेफरेंस फ्रॉम समवन एंड हिज ममा, दे हैव गॉट 5 हॉस्पिटल्स इन पुणे। 5 हॉस्पिटल्स है उनके, 5, एक नहीं 2, 5 हॉस्पिटल्स है, पूरी फैमिली डॉक्टर्स की है। एंड दिस बॉय इज नॉट एबल टू स्कोर even 200 out of 360 in bio. Physics chemistry he is doing okay because physics chemistry के live lectures उनके होते हैं और bio के उनको recorded lecture मिलते हैं। मैंने उसको जब पूछा, मैं 2 दिन, this is today would be the 3rd day that I'm going to take his lecture. So for the first day, that day I asked him, beta what's wrong, why are you not able to score in bio? Saying, ma'am, we are getting only recorded lectures, everything available, all lectures available, लेकिन नींद आती है। Recorded lectures क्या ही देखे, we cannot interact with our teachers. No, it's not gene, it is not genotype. जीन किधर किधर, मतलब किधर से किधर जा रहे हो तुम लोग। मैं पूछ रही हूँ एंटी कोडॉन का दूसरा नाम क्या है, एज सिंपल एज दैट। टीआरएनए का मैंने पूरा लूप समझाया था, डीएचयू लूप, टीसाइसी लूप, एंटी कोडॉन लूप। अगर मैंने पूछा डीएचयू लूप का फुल फॉर्म क्या है, तो भी मुझे आंसर्स नहीं मिलने वाले, ये मुझे पक्का पता है। तो ये जो रिकॉर्डिंग लेक्चर्स अगर भेजने हैं ना, तो यूट्यूब पे रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स अवेलेबल है। मैं क्यों मेरा टाइम पास करूँ? व्हाई शुड आई डू माई टाइम पास टेकिंग लाइव लेक्चर्स? मैं भी यूट्यूब पे मेरे जो लिंक्स है वो शेयर करती जाती हूँ। ऑल माई लेक्चर्स आर गोइंग टू बी अवेलेबल। व्हाई दिस, मेरे पेज के भी लेक्चर्स अवेलेबल है। So why am I doing this time pass taking live lectures with you all, wherein you all are not even in the capacity to answer simple questions? I'm not asking you something, very out of box वाले question. Simple question पूछा है मैंने. What is the other name of anticodon? And that day I had also told you all what is the other name of anticodon. ऐसा नहीं है कि out of syllabus वाला question मैं आपको bombard कर रही हूँ. Listen very carefully to whenever I'm saying something. You don't want to listen when I'm saying something and then you will give me, all 100 reasons. Trinucleotide and all, I don't want only that. All are trinucleotides. Even THU is going to be a trinucleotide. Even T-side-C is a trinucleotide. Even anticodon is going to be a trinucleotide. The another name of anticodon is NODOC. CODON, NODOC. उल्टा है उसका। मैंने आपको इतने एग्जाम्पल भी दिए थे। अगर कोडॉन है AAA, तो what will be the anticodon? बात हुई थी हमारी ये सारी। So codon is also called as NODOC, was already told to you all, but only 3 students have answered correctly. ये चैप्टर अगर बैकलॉग रह गया, ये चैप्टर अगर समझ में नहीं आया, you will do very bad in your exams. Again, I'm telling you all. And now your paper pattern has also changed. From this year onward, the paper pattern has changed drastically. तो और तुम्हारी मतलब जो होने वाला है वो भी पता नहीं। ऑप्शंस है, लेकिन क्या फायदा है ऑप्शंस का? टाइम देखो, they are not going to give you more time. In the given stipulated time, instead of 180 minutes for 180 MCQs, now you have got 180 minutes for 200 MCQs. कंफ्यूजन बढ़ेगा. मैं लिख के देती हूँ. जो बच्चे पढ़ नहीं रहे हैं ना, those who are not studying genuinely, those who are not following my lectures properly, those who are physically attending and mentally absent, and those who are physically also absent, this goes to all of you all. मैं आज स्टैम्प पेपर पे लिख के देती हूँ कि आपका पेपर लाइफ में कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाएगा. You will not be in the capacity to complete your papers because you will have to read 200 questions in 180 minutes. It will be very difficult. Read, analyze, understand, then decide whether I should go for this or whether I should leave this. Time management तब हो सकता है when you're sure with the content, when you're 100% okay with the content. And when will you be 100% okay with the content? Only when you listen very carefully to whatever is being delivered. ये चैप्टर में अगेन मैं बोल रही हूँ, मैं बार बार आपको दोहरा रही हूँ. कब से मैं जब मैंने ये चैप्टर स्टार्ट किया, फ्रॉम दैट डे ऑनवर्ड्स आई एम सेइंग दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर. आई वांट फुल अटेंशन टू दिस पर्टिकुलर कंटेंट. बट नहीं, खुद की मर्जी चलाते रहनी है आपको. I am not going to be at a loss, and I won't be responsible also. I'm telling you very clearly, you all will be responsible for all these things. Because in spite of telling it, you all are not going to do these, said things and proven things. मैं कुछ नहीं जानती इसके आगे. ऑप्शन आया तो और गड़बड़ हो गई है, समझ लो तुम लोग. तुम्हारा स्पीड देखो फिलहाल का क्या है. Very bad. mRNA contains code for each amino acid and it is going to be called as a codon. A codon is a nucleotide sequence present on mRNA. I hope you all remember at least this. I was getting so weird answers. कोई बोल रहा है जीन, कोई बोल रहा है जीनोटाइप, कोई बोल रहा है सिस्टोन. अरे क्या इतना बेसिक चीज में तुम्हें कंफ्यूजन क्यों है? Why there is so much of confusion in these basic words? These things you all have done in principles of inheritance. Sir has already told you what is a gene. He has already explained what is genotype. He has already explained what is a cistron, recon, muton. Genotype is the genetic makeup. Gene is the functional portion on the DNA which is going to code for some amino acid. That particular sequence, that particular area of DNA will be called as a gene. Please pay attention to every word that is being said. A codon is a nucleotide. If I ask you what is a nucleotide, I am scared to ask you all questions now. ये बेसिक क्वेश्चंस भी मुझे पूछने के लिए ना आजकल डर लगता है कि न्यूक्लियोटाइड क्या है. अगर पूछूंगी ना तो भी मुझे पता है कि 95% of the जनता will not be able to give me the answer. Can I ask you still what is a nucleotide? अरे बेटा, nucleic acid plus DNA. DNA is a nucleic acid only. There are two types of nucleic acid, DNA and RNA. देखो, having a nitrogen base, what is it a nucleotide? मैंने पूरा न्यूक्लियोटाइड का सीक्वेंस आपको बताया था बेटा. Yeah. So someone is, who is this? Sneha Sharma is saying phosphate plus nucleoside. Barnaby is saying nucleoside plus phosphate. Okay. Shruti, you have given a very beautiful answer. Sequence of repetitive units containing phosphate, ribose, and nitrogen base. Okay. That is going to be your polynucleotide and not nucleotide. Repetitive sequences of nucleotides is polynucleotide. Sonali is also okay. Good. Yes, yeah. So at least you all know what is a nucleotide. It's made up of 3 units. I'm not repeating them again. So in that particular nucleotide sequence, okay, a codon is a nucleotide sequence in mRNA. So here we are talking about mRNA, that is messenger RNA, which codes for a particular amino acid, where the genetic code is the sequence of nucleotide in the mRNA molecule, which contains information for the synthesis of polypeptide chain. तो जो mRNA होता है ये लीनियर मॉलिक्यूल होता है, ये हमने लास्ट क्लास में देखा हुआ है। mRNA के ऊपर एक स्पेसिफिक सीक्वेंस होता है न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स का, which is copied from the DNA. So how this is going to be copied, how this is going to be done as a process is something that we are going to understand in today's class. हाँ बेटा, you're right Siddharth, that nucleotide contains deoxyribose sugar, phosphate base and nitrogen base for DNA. But here if we talk about RNA, it won't be deoxyribose sugar, it's going to be ribose sugar. Okay. Triplet code. The main problem of genetic code was to determine the exact number of nucleotides in a codon which codes for one amino acid. तो ये हमें पता ही नहीं था कि एक अमीनो एसिड के लिए कितने कोडॉन्स की जरूरत होती है और एक कोडॉन में कितने न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स होते हैं, या राइबोस फॉर आरएनए, डीऑक्सी फॉर डीएनए. So there are 4 types of nitrogen bases. RNA है तो instead of T we know it's going to be U, so AUGC for 20 amino acids. If the genetic code is singlet, that is codon is the combination of only one nitrogen base, then only 4 codons are possible, A, C, G and U. Single codon is equal to 4, that is 4 into 1, that is 4 codons. These are insufficient to code for 20 types of amino acids. Problem समझ लो बेटा. अगर एक अमीनो एसिड को कोड करता है, एक G दूसरे अमीनो एसिड को कोड करता है, एक C तीसरे अमीनो एसिड को कोड करता है और U एक अमीनो एसिड को कोड करता है, तो हम सिर्फ 4 अमीनो एसिड्स के लिए कोड कर पाएंगे. ओके, तो अगर एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड इज इक्वल टू 1 अमीनो एसिड, तो सिर्फ 4 हमारे पास अमीनो एसिड अवेलेबल हो सकते हैं, लेकिन टोटल अवेलेबल अमीनो एसिड्स कितने हैं हमारे पास, 20 है, तो बाकी के 16 का क्या करें. अंडरस्टूड. द प्रॉब्लम विद दिस पर्टिकुलर फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम समझ में आ गया. So if there is going to be code made up of a single nucleotide or one codon is equal to one nucleotide, then we will have only 4 codons and 4 amino acids. But total may there are 20 amino acids. So that this is not possible. Then what is it possible? Is it like that way that 2 nucleotides will make up one codon? ऐसे हो सकता है क्या? तो देखिए. If the genetic code is doublet, that is the codon is a combination of 2 nitrogen bases, then we will have 16 codons. So 4 raised to 4 means permutation combination 4 into 4 अगर हम करते हैं तो we will have 16 codons. तो 16 codons है, फिर भी अमीनो एसिड्स कितने हैं हमारे पास? We have got 20 amino acids. तो बाकी के 4 amino acids का क्या हो जाएगा? Problem, right? So what do they mean by double code? AU, AC, AG, AA, ऐसा एक UA, UG, UC, UA, ऐसे 4 + 4 8, ऐसे हर एक के साथ. तो 4 into 4 will make up 16. तो 16 codons अगर है तो still the problem is there because 20 amino acid and 16 codons कैसे fit होगा? And therefore they came up to the conclusion that yes, the genetic code is a triplet code, means it has to be 3 nucleotides which will make up one codon. Okay, तो ये देखो, ये उन्होंने वही बताया है. Gamow in the year 1954 pointed out the possibility of 3-letter codes. That is called a triplet code. Therefore, genetic code is a triplet. That is, one codon consists of 3 nitrogen bases. So, which are the 3 nitrogen bases? Any 3 of the 4. The permutation combination. So 4 raised to 3. So 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. Now we have got 64 codons and 20 amino acids. Right? In this case, there are 64 codons in the dictionary of genetic code. 64 codons are sufficient to code for 20 amino acids. अब ये ज्यादा कोडॉन्स है, अमीनो एसिड्स कम है. हाँ, अब सही है. जैसे कि आपके पास, आपके घर पे 20 लड्डू आपने बनाए हैं. आपने कितने लड्डू बनाए हैं? 20 लड्डू बनाए हैं, है ना. अब ये 20 लड्डू को आपको स्टोर करना है. इस 20 लड्डू को आपको स्टोर करना है. ठीक है. तो आपके पास 20 डिब्बे होने चाहिए. बराबर है. एक डिब्बे में एक लड्डू रखना है तो करेक्ट. अगर 4 डिब्बे है छोटे छोटे तो उसमें तो फिट नहीं होगा, है ना. करेक्ट. छोटे हैं उसमें तो फिट नहीं होगा. राइट. लड्डू के साइज का आपने एक डिब्बा लाया है तो 20 लड्डू को रखने के लिए आपके पास कम से कम 20 डिब्बे होने चाहिए कि नहीं. वैसे ही 20 अमीनो एसिड के लिए कम से कम आपके पास 20 कोडॉन होने चाहिए कि नहीं. राइट. अगर आपके पास 64 डिब्बे है तो अच्छी बात है, चल कोई टेंशन ही नहीं है. बराबर. So anything more than the required is always good, but anything less is insufficient. So now 20 amino acids and 64 codons. So now it became very simple. But now the problem was, how is the distribution? कौन क्या कैसे क्या करेगा. करेक्ट. तो वो अभी हमें देखना है जेनेटिक कोड में, how this is going to get eventually achieved. So see, the chemical bond developed by Hargobind Khorana was instrumental in synthesizing RNA molecules. My dear, Mr. H.G. Khorana is an Indian and he has played a very important and instrumental role in proving that codon is a triplet codon. ये उन्होंने प्रूव किया है उनके in vitro experiments. In vitro means in his lab he has done this artificially. How he has done also they have given. Okay. So yeah, he was instrumental in synthesizing RNA molecules with defined combination of bases using homopolymers and heteropolymers. Now for example, जब मैं आपको उनका काम कैसा था, what are homopolymers and what are heteropolymers, मैं आपको बताऊंगी when I show you the table. It will be easy. Marshall-Nirenberg's cell-free system of protein synthesis finally helped the code to be deciphered. तो मार्शल निरेनबर्ग एंड हरगोबिन खुराना के एफर्ट्स की वजह से आज ये प्रूवन है, इट्स प्रूवन दैट द जेनेटिक कोड इज अ ट्रिपलेट कोड. ओके. Savera-Oka enzyme, most important word, most neglected word, most frequently asked word of your NCERT textbook. So what is this? Savera-Oka. Savera-Oka is an artificially synthesized enzyme. So Savera-Oka is an enzyme which is polynucleotide phosphorylase. You have already studied biomolecules. You have already studied enzymes. आपको nomenclature के बारे में पता होगा. Please tell me what is the meaning of this word phosphorylase. Come on. What will this enzyme do? Rylase क्या करेगा? Phosphorylase. Synthesis of phosphate. Add a phosphate. Okay. Catalyze the addition of phosphate group from an inorganic phosphate. Okay. Fine. Adds phosphate in organic matter. Addition of phosphate group. ओके चलो ठीक है, यहाँ पर इसका मीनिंग थोड़ा सा ऐसा है that this is an enzyme which is going to form or which is going to polymerize, which is going to polymerize, okay, that is help in building the artificial molecule of RNA, okay. So here it's polynucleotide, so many nucleotides will be involved in formation of the mRNA. So Savero-Oka enzyme is actually a polynucleotide phosphorylase, which is also going to be helpful in polymerizing the RNA molecule with a defined sequence in a template independent manner. Template independent का मतलब होता है without the template, so it doesn't know what is to be synthesized. तो अगर DNA acts as a template with A T T T, तो mRNA क्या बनेगा? U A, वो U और A क्यों बना? बिकॉज उसका टेम्पलेट था A T, लेकिन अगर टेम्पलेट ही नहीं है, there is no template, and yet you want to synthesize RNA, then this enzyme is required. Without this enzyme, without a template वाला mRNA कभी नहीं बन पाएगा. Did you all understand? तो टेम्पलेट है तो mRNA बनना नॉर्मल बात है, बट टेम्पलेट नहीं है, फिर भी अगर mRNA बनाना है हमें, तो we require this Savero-Oka enzyme. Did you all understand this? Templates you don't know. Mold, I told you in the last class na, template means mold. So last class we have done the templates and mRNA का भी हमने पूरा टेम्पलेट देखा था ना, U A, G, C, AT, UA. ओके, तो टेम्पलेट डिपेंडेंट में ये एंजाइम की जरूरत नहीं है. यस यू आर राइट समीक्षा. यस, इट कैटलाइजेस ग्लाइकोजन टू शुगर. ग्लाइकोजन नहीं, ग्लाइकोजन का और शुगर फॉस्फेट का इधर कोई संबंध है नहीं. ओके, दिस इज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एन एंजाइम which is going to be used for making a new mRNA molecule without the use of template. Okay, I don't know what are you trying to tell me. Glycogen कहाँ से आया यहाँ पर? I don't know. We are talking about protein synthesis, not sugars. हमारी जो कहानी चल रही है, it is associated with proteins. So, what you want to say, you tell me. Maybe I have not understood your question, beta. You just tell me what you want to say again. Glycogen to sugar phosphate, it catalyzes glycogen. I am not getting your question, so maybe I am a bit confused. Just justify your question, my dear. Wait, what is the confusion? That is what I am asking. You need to clear your confusion, beta. Clear your confusion, whatever it is. So here we are talking about what? Addition of phosphate to a nucleotide. Okay, using this particular enzyme to synthesize RNA. Okay, it's nothing to do with glycogen, sugar, carbohydrate. इसका कोई लेना देना है नहीं हमें. We are going ahead with amino acids, that is protein. Okay, so template is going to be a mold. Mold means जिसके ऊपर कुछ बन सकता है, उसको हम कहते हैं mold. So finally, a checkerboard for genetic code was prepared, which is given in the table below. So now you will understand this genetic code better. Look at this. This is how the checkerboard has been made. We have got 4 bases: U, C, A, G. U, C, A, UCAG in each of the third. So if you read this, how will you read this? U, 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 a triplet code. So U codes for an amino acid called as phenylalanine. Okay, understood? Similarly, UC also codes for phenylalanine. PHE is phenylalanine. ओके, फिनाइल कीटोनूरिया में हमने फिनाइल एलिनिन के बारे में पढ़ा था, याद है आपको? नहीं, मैंने नहीं पढ़ाया था आपको फिनाइल कीटोनूरिया, बट सर ने पढ़ाया होगा. यस, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नॉट रिमेंबर दिस टेबल. आई टेल यू व्हाट इज टू बी रिमेंबर्ड. आई टेल यू, डोंट वरी. पूरा टेबल याद करने की, रट्टा मारने की जरूरत है नहीं, मैं बताऊंगी बेटा. I think phenylketonuria would have been taught by Sir to you all in Principles of Inheritance. Come on. Phenylketonuria में क्या होता है? What is the disorder related to phenylketonuria? Come on. Which amino acid is going to be accumulated? Which enzyme is not going to be made available? What is not broken down into what? Come on, come on, come on. Phenylketonuria has been explained as autosomal recessive disease in Principles of Inheritance. Quickly tell me. Alkaptonuria, phenylketonuria, autosomal recessive disease. Definitely, you would be knowing it. Come on, come on. Which particular amino acid का क्या होता है, क्या नहीं होता है, बताओ मुझे. मैंने इनफैक्ट हिंट तो दे दी आपको फिनाइलएलानिन का. अरे ये पढ़ा होगा ना यार, तुम लोग मुझे टेंशन में क्यों लाते हो? ऑटोसोमल रिसेसिव डिजीजेस की है आपने? Yeah, correct, Shruti. That is amino acid called as phenylalanine builds up in the body. I agree. But in normal cases like you and me, we are not victims of phenylketonuria. So what happens during that particular time? Phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. Okay. What will happen with that? What will that phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme do? What does it do? What is the function? What is the function, beta? Okay. Anyways. So phenylalanine is going to be an amino acid which should not get accumulated in our cells. If it gets accumulated in our cells, they are going to be damaging our nervous system. They get accumulated in the brain and the neurons are completely going to get distorted. So normal case में the phenylalanine will be broken down into tyrosine, another amino acid. So here you can see this is tyrosine. UAC is tyrosine. So it will be broken down into tyrosine, and after breaking down into tyrosine, then there is no problem. So the enzyme which is going to catalyze this particular reaction of converting phenylalanine into tyrosine is phenylalanine hydroxylase. Correct? So you know already that there are two amino acids called as phenylalanine and tyrosine, right? तो अभी इसको प्लीज समझने की कोशिश करो बेटा. अगर डीएनए के इधर ए है टेम्पलेट पे, डीएनए मीन्स द टेम्पलेट. अगर डीएनए पे ए अमीनो डीएनए का सीक्वेंस है तो एमआरएनए विल बी यू. mRNA will be UUU. Okay, and when the mRNA will be UUU, in the last class I had told you all that tRNA is going to carry the amino acid on its shoulder at the 3' end of CCA, अगर आपको याद हो तो, करेक्ट. तो वो जो कैरी करेगा ना अमीनो एसिड बैक पे, उसके उसके कंधे पे जो वो अमीनो एसिड कैरी करके लाएगा ना tRNA, वो होगा फिनाइलएलेनिन फ्रॉम अवर साइटोप्लाज्म. तो हमारे साइटोप्लाज्म में, in our cytoplasm, rather nucleoplasm to be very specific, हमारे न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म में there is going to be the amino acid phenylalanine. Okay, mRNA is going to have UUU, correct. So the tRNA will carry phenylalanine and bring it into the ribosome factory. So अगर mRNA is UUU, what will be the anticodon sequence of the tRNA? Come on, tell me. What will be the anticodon sequence? Very good, Sia. Very good, Sia. First one to answer. Very nice. Yes, Preksha right. Sonali correct. Sneha Singh correct. mRNA pe UUU. If it is UUU on mRNA, what is the tRNA? I mean anticodon on tRNA. Very good, Parnavi. Yes, Devank right. Manan correct. Komal wrong. Ashita right. Okay now. So you know now. So now what is the similarity that you can see? Can you tell me? कोई सिमिलैरिटी आपको लग रही है? आपको कोई सिमिलैरिटी लग रही है बेटा? डीएनए टेम्पलेट का और टीआरएनए के सीक्वेंस का कोई सिमिलैरिटी लग रहा है आपको? है कि नहीं? Yes, of course. Very nice. Yes. So the sequence of DNA template and that of the tRNA anticodon sequence is the same, na? DNA template was AAA. mRNA becomes UUU. tRNA with AAA brings phenylalanine. See, try to correlate these things. These things are not given in the books. These are to be understood. है या नहीं? So mRNA is opposite, rather I would say complementary to the template of DNA also, and it is complementary to the tRNA also. So the tRNA का anticodon sequence and the DNA template का sequence should be same. Agreed or not? Agreed or not? Yes, bacha. This is a very crucial and very important point to be remembered over here. Chalo, one more thing I'll give you. One more thing I'll give you. tRNA ka, yes, right, my dear. So now I'll give you one more thing, huh? Just see. The mRNA sequence. Look at my question and answer. चलो पहले DNA का ही देती हूँ. The DNA template is CCC. What is the sequence of mRNA? What is the sequence of anticodon? Give me both together, so I'll come to know. First, give me like template is CCC. What is mRNA? What is anticodon? So just type like this way. Ha, very good. Who has given this? Preksha, you're right. You're perfectly right. Very good, Sneha Singh. मनन तुम्हारा आंसर करेक्ट है, लेकिन तुमने है ना कौन किसके लिए नहीं लिखा है, तो आई डोंट नो वेदर यू आर राइट और रॉन्ग. ऐसे तुम लोग जी 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 सी 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 जी जी लिख रहे हो, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. एंटीकोडॉन वाला कौन सा सीक्वेंस है और एमआरएनए वाला कौन सा सीक्वेंस है? हाँ श्रुति, यू आर राइट, बट आई वांट द सेकंड आंसर आल्सो. I said the DNA template is CCC. देखो ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री पे ही तुम लोग इधर कंफ्यूजन में हो. अरे श्रुति, हाउ कैन इट बी ए बेटा? सी कभी ए के साथ पेयर करता है क्या? There is A coming. It's only G and C. So simple, and I don't know why are you all so confused. हाँ, इतनी सिंपल चीज है ये, इतनी सिंपल चीज नहीं आ रही है तुम लोग को। ये देखो, look at this. ये है आपका डीएनए, ओके, दैट इज, ये सीक्वेंस है अगर डीएनए का, ओके। डीएनए इज कंसिडर्ड एज योर टेम्पलेट, मोल्ड, ये मोल्ड है, इसके ऊपर एमआरएनए बनेगा, ठीक है। तो एमआरएनए का सीक्वेंस क्या आएगा? ए है तो ए विल पेयर विथ हूम, बराबर है, यू ए, यू ए, सी सी, सी जी, सी जी, सी ए, यू, बराबर है। एमआरएनए का सीक्वेंस समझा? ए यू, टी ए, ए यू, टी ए, जी सी, जी सी, जी सी, सी जी, जी सी, सी जी, जी सी, टी ए यू, करेक्ट? राइट? राइट और रॉन्ग? तो इधर जी 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 अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ तो श्रुति, व्हाई आर यू सेइंग ए? Where is the question of A coming over here? Huh? G will always pair with C, not with A, never. If this is the sequence of your mRNA, if this is the sequence of your mRNA, then what is the sequence of your tRNA anticodon? That is what I am asking, बेटा। इतना सिंपल वाला क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हूँ, तुम लोग क्यों इतना कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो मुझे नहीं पता। So this is going to be of your anticodon. Anticodon का क्या रहेगा? Come on, tell me what will be of the anticodon? Yes, Neha, yes, Sia, you are right बेटा, बिल्कुल सही है। तो क्या लग रहा है आपको? ए, बराबर है। अब ये mRNA है, इसलिए टी के जगह सिर्फ क्या आएगा? यू, ए, यू, जी, 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 सी, जी, सी, जी, यू, ए। So can you see the similarity between the DNA and the anticodon? Anticodon is going to be present on tRNA, which is your RNA. तो RNA में सिर्फ T के जगह पर U है। अब समझ में आ रहा है कुछ कि अभी भी नहीं, अभी भी कंफ्यूजन है दिमाग में? कम ऑन टेल मी, अब समझा? हाँ, so GGG for mRNA and CCC for anticodon. In my question which I had asked you, correct? Yes, Manan. Okay, so what is going to come in your examination? I'll tell you that also. In your examination, the question comes as the sequence of mRNA is so and so. Find out the sequence of DNA and anticodon. Or they say the sequence of tRNA is so and so for the anticodon. Find out the sequence of mRNA and DNA. They can give you any, they can give you anything. Right? So please, my dears, I don't want anyone of you all to get confused. Please write down this in your books immediately, right now, within 1 minute. Yeah, I'll give it us. Yeah, I'll give one more question, of course. I'm going to give you 2, 3 more questions. Don't worry, I want you all to be very perfect in this. ये लिख लो पहले, नहीं तो वापस तुम लोग वही गड़बड़ करोगे जो अब तक कर रहे थे. Come on, come on, come on. Quickly write down this, copy down this. मैं आपको mRNA का सीक्वेंस दे रही हूँ, आपको मुझे DNA का सीक्वेंस ढूंढ के देना है. ओके. कम. ये mRNA का सीक्वेंस है. शो मी द सीक्वेंस ऑफ. इधर गया ये, इधर क्यों चला गया? वेट, इधर लिखती हूँ मैं. वेट, हाँ, डोंट डोंट कॉपी दैट. मैं इधर लिख के देती हूँ आपको वापस. आई टेल यू द mRNA सीक्वेंस. कम. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This is your TRA, DNA का सीक्वेंस. I'm sorry. ये अपना DNA का सीक्वेंस हो सकता है, mRNA का सीक्वेंस नहीं हो सकता है. ये DNA का सीक्वेंस ही है. Yes. This is the DNA sequence. Find out the mRNA sequence and the tRNA का anticodon sequence. Find out mRNA and anticodon. Very good, Arya. Very good. Sia, right. Samiksha, right. Okay. Komal, correct. No, Prachi. This is you have to find out mRNA. mRNA में क्या रिप्लेस होगा? देखो बेटा, बाकी सही है. ये श्रुति राइट. मनन, mRNA ढूंढना है. mRNA. mRNA में क्या रिप्लेसमेंट होता है देखो. आशिता करेक्ट. सोनाली करेक्ट. पर्णवी करेक्ट. इशिता करेक्ट. सारा करेक्ट. विभा करेक्ट. प्रेक्षा, mRNA is correct बेटा. tRNA is also RNA. Sonali, correct for your anticodon. Correct. Okay. Sia, correct for anticodon. Some of you all, what you have done now, some of you all have taken tRNA as DNA वाला थाइमिन डाल दिया. उधर यूरासिल चाहिए. हाँ, हिमांशु करेक्ट. अमन, एंड नाउ यू आर राइट बेटा. जी जी के आगे भी है ना. Okay, fine. So this is the way your questions are going to be asked. Yes, you all are right now. You all are right. Correct, Arya. So if they ask you any one particular, if they give you one particular sequence and they ask you to find out the other two, would you all be able to find it out or no? Bolo. आएगा अभी करने को कॉन्फिडेंटली। चलो एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन दे रही हूँ मैं आपको। टीआरएनए का सीक्वेंस दे रही हूँ मैं। ये टीआरएनए का सीक्वेंस है बेटा। डीएनए का सीक्वेंस फाइंड आउट करो। डीएनए का सीक्वेंस फाइंड आउट करो। डीएनए टेम्पलेट का मुझे चाहिए, डीएनए टेम्पलेट का सीक्वेंस चाहिए। वेरी गुड, यस कोमल, राइट। यस सिया करेक्ट। हाँ सिया 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 सिया। मैं डीएनए का पूछ रही हूँ बेटा। एंड वाला चेक करो, लास्ट, जस्ट चेक द लास्ट वन। आई एम आस्किंग यू, डीएनए का सीक्वेंस है बेटा। सम ऑफ यू ऑल आर गिविंग मी एमआरएनए का, कंफ्यूजन है अभी भी। सिया यू आर राइट, यू आर राइट, नाउ यू आर राइट। आर्या माय डियर, आई एम आस्किंग डीएनए, आई एम आस्किंग डीएनए। सारा करेक्ट। नो नो माय डियर आर्या, क्रॉस चेक। डीएनए। इशिता करेक्ट। मनन आई थिंक आई मिस्ड योर्स, वापस एक बार डाल बेटा। समीक्षा करेक्ट। हाँ मनन करेक्ट। लास्ट में एक क्यों है सोनाली? नहीं 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 हिमांशु, हिमांशु आधा आधा किया, आधा डीएनए का डाला, आधा आरएनए का डाला। प्राची इज करेक्ट, प्राची इज करेक्ट, प्रेक्षा इज करेक्ट। अच्छा वापस डालो ना बेटा, आई थिंक आई मिस्ड इट। Just put it one more time, copy it one more time and put it in the chat box. Yes, Ashita is correct. You're right. You're right. Ah, Sonali, now you're right. Right. So see, my dears, the RNA sequence and DNA template sequence will be the same only. Only the thing is, जहाँ पर U है ना, वहाँ पर T डालना है. That's it. That will be T T A, T C G G C A T A T. As simple as that. ओके, प्रैक्टिस करो, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है ये कंसेप्ट। तो अभी यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो, देखो यू यू ए आ रहा है, यू सी जी आ रहा है, जी सी ए आ रहा है, ए यू ए आ रहा है ना। जैसे एमआरएनए का अगर सीक्वेंस है तो यू ए सी सी, सी जी सी, जी सी ए। तो ये ट्रिपलेट में रीडिंग होता है, ट्रिपलेट, इट्स गिवन एज अ ट्रिपलेट कोडॉन। ओके, तो ये यू ए यू कोड्स फॉर व्हाट, अगर पूछा जाता है तो यू नो इट इज गोइंग टू बी कोडिंग फॉर टाइरोसिन, बिकॉज इट्स the checkerboard is clearly saying this. So now you can see the checkerboard and now you can understand the things what I'm trying to tell you. ये देखो, So U, A, U is giving what? Is coding for what? Tyrosine. Like that way. So you take any example. Suppose there was something called as AUU. So what it codes for? AUU codes for isoleucine. So I'll just explain the names of all friends. Okay. So it's going to be isoleucine. Now in this entire checkerboard, if you see, there are few which are very distinct. जैसे कि look at this, tryptophan and methionine. ये देखो बेटा, ये methionine है और ये tryptophan है. तो tryptophan के लिए एक ही कोडॉन है जो tryptophan के लिए कोड करता है, that is UGG. There is no any other codon in the checkerboard which will code for tryptophan. So please remember, UGG and AUG are specifically for methionine and tryptophan. There is no one else who will bring tryptophan and methionine. कोई भी नहीं लाएगा, कोई भी नहीं. तो ये जो दो है ना, ये दो याद रखने ही पड़ेंगे आपको. Which are the two? AUG which codes for methionine and UGG which codes for tryptophan. On the other hand, look at serine, look at proline, huh? Look at अपना arginine, okay, glycine. ये देखो, ये serine देखो, UC, जितने भी है आगे U हो, C हो, A हो या G हो, all will code for serine only. Correct? Okay. Then look at leucine. CU along with UU and UU. ये पूरे 6 है, 6 जो ल्यूसीन लेके आते हैं. Getting this? Understanding this? So UAA, UUG, CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG, all are going to code for which amino acid? Leucine. Fine. Then see, this is isoleucine, methionine, valine, serine, proline, threonine, alanine. ये पूरी लाइन जो है 4 की है बेटा. ये देखो, ये जो पूरी लाइन है ना, ये 4 वालों की है. serine coded by 4 codons, proline coded by 4 codons, threonine 4, alanine 4. और ये ऊपर वाली लाइन देखो 2 की है. phenylalanine ये छोड़ दो, tyrosine, cysteine. ओके फाइन. अब बीच बीच में आपको ये स्टॉप कुछ दिख रहा है. तो UAA, UAG एंड UGA, उआ, उआग, उगा, उआ, उआग, उगा, UAA, उआ, उआग, UAG, उगा, UGA. They do not code for any amino acid. They do not code for any amino acid, and therefore we call them as stop codons. उनको हम क्या कहते हैं? स्टॉप कोडॉन्स कहते हैं. स्टॉप कोडॉन्स का मतलब क्या है? ये कोई भी अमीनो एसिड नहीं लेके आ सकता है. ओके. अरे द फुल फॉर्म्स आर देयर इन योर बायोमोलिक्यूल्स चैप्टर माय डियर. phenylalanine, leucine, isoleucine, methionine, valine, serine, proline, threonine, alanine, tyrosine दिए हुए हैं. All 20 names has been given. उसमें essential और non essential भी दिए हुए हैं. Correct? Well, then here you can see histidine, HIS, histidine. लेकिन मैं stop की बात कर रही थी. तो stop का मतलब क्या होता है? There is no tRNA. There is no tRNA with anticodons for these, because there is no amino acid that it can be coded for. समझ में आ रही है बात? तो ये जो सीक्वेंस हम देख रहे हैं ना, UUU, UAC, UAA, UUU, whatever, this sequence is on the mRNA बेटा. ये mRNA के सीक्वेंसेस दिए हुए हैं. ठीक है, ये mRNA के सीक्वेंसेस दिए हुए हैं जो tRNA का एंटीकोडॉन लूप रीड करता जाएगा और रिस्पेक्टिव करस्पॉन्डिंग अमीनो एसिड अपने पीठ पे लेके आ जाएगा. इज इट ओके? फाइन. So this is your checkerboard. You have to remember what 6 वाले कौन है? How many are there? 6 वाले. Come on. How many are there? See who is 6 वाला? ल्यूसीन देखो, ये 2 यहाँ पर और ये 4 यहाँ पर, तो 6 कोडॉन्स वाले हैं अपने ल्यूसीन. Who else is 6 codon? Can you all tell me? ये देखो, look at arginine, 4 year and 2 year, right? Okay. तो ये ऐसे वाले याद रखने हैं आपको. कौन 4 वाले हैं, कौन 6 वाले हैं, कौन 2 वाले हैं, कौन 1 वाले हैं, और कौन कुछ भी नहीं है. ठीक है? Fine. Yeah. So what do you mean by stop codon? You understood? Whenever on the mRNA there is UAA, the polypeptide synthesis will stop over there because UAA का corresponding tRNA है ही नहीं. AUU वाला tRNA बनता ही नहीं है अपने बॉडी में, because UAA कुछ भी कोई भी अमीनो एसिड को कोड ही नहीं करता है. It cannot code for any amino acid. Therefore, fine. Okay. So this is the checkerboard of mRNA sequence. Please understand this, and you should know how to read this sequence also. So look at the characteristics of the genetic code. Triplet in nature, a codon is composed of 3 adjacent nitrogen bases, which specifies the one amino acid in the polypeptide chain. For example, if in mRNA, if there are total 90 nitrogen bases, then this mRNA determines 30 amino acids in the polypeptide chain. Agreed now? हाँ या ना? 90 divided by 3, 30. Okay. In the above example, number of nitrogen bases are 90. So codons is equal to 30. 30 codons decide 30 amino acid in the polypeptide chain. So they give you questions on this. Can I give you one question on this? ये समझा है? 90-30 वाला relation समझा? One amino acid is equal to 1 codon. 1 codon is equal to 3 nitrogen bases. Therefore, 1 amino acid is equal to 3 nitrogen bases. 1 amino acid is equal to 3 nitrogen bases. समझा? So in this mRNA determines 30 amino acids. 90 nitrogen bases है. 3 nitrogen bases, 1 codon. वैसे 90 is going to give us 30 codons, 30 amino acids. Fine. एक क्वेश्चन दे दो इसके ऊपर. Can I give you one question? There are 120 nitrogen bases. How many amino acids will be produced? 120 nitrogen bases. Very good. Yes. Sneha, Ishita, Sia, Komal, Parnavi. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, Sonali. Correct. Correct. So simple, na? 120 divided by 3. 40 amino acids. Okay. One more question. There are 33 codons. How many nitrogen bases are present? 33 codons. How many nitrogen bases are present? Very good. Yes. Sonali correct. Sara, Sneha, very good beta. बिल्कुल सही. Yes, Ashita. Right. So the question could be anything. It could be how many codons and how many amino acids, or it could be these many nitrogen bases, so how many codons. So it could be any way. So would you be able to answer this question? Anyone having any difficulty with the first point, that is triplet in nature? Anyone? Right. So my question was what? 33, na? So it is 99 nitrogen bases. 33 into 3 will give you nitrogen bases. If they are given 99 as nitrogen bases divided by 3, 33 codons. Okay. Yes. Be careful with this. Many questions have come in this particular way also. Universality. The genetic code is applicable universally. The same genetic code is present in all kinds of living beings, including virus, bacteria, unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms. All are going to have the same genetic code. मतलब अगर मेरे में और हमारे में U codes for phenylalanine, so in the ant also U is going to code for phenylalanine. Even in plants, U will code for phenylalanine. Even in virus, U will code for phenylalanine. So let that UUU be anywhere. It's going to be universally going to code for phenylalanine only. It will not change. Human beings में UUU will code for phenylalanine. Ant में UUU will code for something else. ऐसा नहीं होता है बेटा. तो जितने भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं सब में ये जेनेटिक कोड यूनिवर्सल है. सब में ये जेनेटिक कोड यूनिवर्सल है. So its universality is going to be one more important point of genetic code. Non-ambiguity or non-ambiguous nature. What do you mean by non-ambiguity? देखो, genetic code is non-ambiguous. That is, one codon specifies only one amino acid and not any other. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? आज यू ने फिनाइलएलानिन कोड किया, कल उसको लगा यार क्या रोज रोज फिनाइलएलानिन के लिए कोड करना है, जाने तो आज मैं ग्लाइसिन के लिए कोड करता हूँ, तो नहीं चलेगा. नो, non-ambiguous. They cannot change. They cannot change. Let it to anything in hand, does not matter. U है मतलब phenylalanine है. As simple as that. What is the function is irrespective. What are the functions are their own functions. That doesn't matter at all. What matters is who is going to who is going to be coding for that phenylalanine in every living organism. U. Is it fine? And it is नॉन एम्बिग्यूअस. आज लगा मुझे कि भाई मैं ये काम कर लूं, कल मुझे बोर हो गया तो अभी मैंने छोड़ दिया. जैसे तुम लोग करते हो ना, आपको आज लगता है कि मैं जेनेटिक्स पढ़ लूं, फिर बोर हो गए तो तुमने केमिस्ट्री पढ़ने के लिए लिया, फिर केमिस्ट्री बोर लगने लगा तो फिजिक्स पढ़ने के लिया, फिजिक्स बोर लगने लगा तो मैथ्स पढ़ने के लिए गया. ऐसी आपकी एम्बिग्विटी नेचर होती है. यू ऑल आर एम्बिग्यूअस इन नेचर, बट जेनेटिक कोड इज नॉन एम्बिग्यूअस. वो एवरी टाइम वही काम करेगा जो उसको बताया गया है. तो फॉर एवर इट विल कोड फॉर यू विल फॉर एवर कोड फॉर फिनाइलएलानिन. आज फॉर फिनाइलएलानिन, कल फॉर ग्लाइसिन, फिर फॉर ल्यूसीन, फिर फॉर आइसोल्यूसिन. ऐसे नहीं होता है बेटा. So understood the meaning of non-ambiguous? But there are two exceptions. See, in this case, one codon never codes for two different amino acids. But there are exceptions like GUG codon, which codes for valine also and methionine also. तो अगर पूरे पूरे mRNA में अगर AUG है ही नहीं, ना, तो ये अपना है ना आगे का ट्रांसलेशन पॉसिबल ही नहीं होगा. बिकॉज AUG इज कंसिडर्ड एज योर स्टार्ट कोडॉन. तो टू स्टार्ट द ट्रांसलेशन mRNA में AUG होना ही चाहिए. तो वी सॉ AUG methionine. We saw just now only. I told you methionine and अपना tryptophan है ना. तो AUG will code for whom? AUG will code for methionine. और AUG is considered as a start codon to start the translation process. मतलब polypeptide synthesize करने का जो process है, it will only be started when AUG is going to be present in the mRNA. अब imagine कर लो पूरे mRNA में AUG है ही नहीं, मतलब ये पूरा mRNA बना है वो waste. Shall we throw it away? No. Then in that case, GUG, which normally codes for valine, when there is no AUG present at that particular time, GUG बोलेगा भाई ये वेस्ट नहीं करते हैं, चलो आज के लिए, अभी के लिए मैं वैलिन के जगह पर मेथियोनिन को लेके आता हूँ और ये काम चालू करते हैं. कौन सा काम? पॉलीपेप्टाइड सिंथेसिस का काम चालू करते हैं. ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड. तो दिस इज हाउ कभी कभी अगर AUG अवेलेबल नहीं है पूरे mRNA में, तो GUG will function to bring the amino acid methionine instead of valine. There is only one exception to this. So it is showing non-ambiguity, ambiguity now. रोज valine लेके आता था, आज instead of valine methionine लेके आया. तो एक एक्सेप्शन है ambiguity, बाकी सारे नॉन एम्बिग्यूअस होते हैं. Is it fine? Fourth point is non-overlapping. A nitrogen base is constituent of only one codon. कोडॉन के ऊपर कोडॉन ऐसे कभी नहीं होते, नॉन ओवरलैपिंग कोडॉन होते हैं हमारे, ठीक है. Commaless, there is no punctuation between the adjacent codon, that is each codon is immediately followed by the next codon. तो अभी मैंने आपको mRNA का सीक्वेंस दिया था, इट्स इन कंटिन्यूटी, कहीं पर भी गैप नहीं, कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं, एक कोडॉन खत्म तुरंत दूसरा तुरंत तीसरा, लाइक दैट. ओके. If a nucleotide is deleted or added, the whole genetic code is read differently, which you have already seen in mutation in principles of inheritance. Addition, deletion, inversion. Then you might have also studied about this thing, अपना क्या कहते हैं, translocation, reciprocal translocation. ये सारे आपने mutations किए हुए हैं, right? So that is what they are saying, that if there is any nucleotide which will be deleted or added, the whole genetic code is going to be shifting. जिसको आप frame shift mutations के अंदर भी देख चुके हो, point mutations के अंदर भी देख चुके हो. Okay. A polypeptide having 50 amino acids shall be specialized by a linear sequence of 150 nucleotides. Obviously, if a nucleotide is added in the middle of this sequence, the first 25 amino acids of the polypeptide will be the same, but the next 25 amino acids will be different. ये point समझा कैसे? तो 150 है, तो 75th के यहाँ पर अगर एडिशन हुआ, 75th नाइट्रोजन बेस के यहाँ पर एडिशन होता है, तो पहले 75 तक प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तो 75 डिवाइडेड बाय 3, तो 25 अमीनो एसिड जो पहले बनेंगे ना उनमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लेकिन नाउ एट द 76th पोजीशन there is an addition of some other nucleotide, so now the reading frame has changed. हाँ या ना, ये आपने पढ़ा है ना, आपने इसमें पढ़ा है ना फ्रेम शिफ्ट म्यूटेशन प्रिंसिपल्स में, हाँ या ना बोलो. हैव यू ऑल स्टडीड और नॉट? अरे यस या नो इतना तो बोलो, ये तो मुझे कैसे समझेगा. You have studied about mutations, you have studied about frame shift mutations in the chapter of principles of inheritance. Am I connected with you or am I disconnected? Why am I not getting any answer? You have studied. Okay. So you know what is frame shift mutation, correct? Yes or no? अरे एटलीस्ट yes or no तो बोलो भाई मेरे. सिर्फ एक बच्चा आंसर दे रहा है, बाकी की जनता सोच रही है कभी ऐसा हमने पढ़ा भी है या नहीं. Addition, deletion, inversion, translocation, reciprocal translocation. हाँ ना. हाँ तो what? Okay, now there is one more student who is saying yes. So I hope you all others are also agreeing to this. वो नहीं समझ में आया है तो ये नहीं समझ में आएगा, इसलिए मैं पूछ रही हूँ भाई. वो समझा था. मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा? मैं अंतर्ज्ञानी तो हूँ नहीं कि मुझे आपके मन की बात समझ में आ जाएगी. हाँ. If we add or delete a nucleotide, you know what is going to happen. What is frame shift mutation? जल्दी बोलो, नहीं तो मुझे एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा, इसलिए पूछ रही हूँ मैं, नहीं तो ये मेरा पॉइंट मैं नहीं पढ़ा पाऊंगी. हाँ तो अगर याद नहीं आ रहा है तो बोलो याद नहीं आ रहा है भाई, उसमें क्या बड़ी बात है. सो दैट आई कैन रादर देन कीपिंग ऑन आस्किंग यू फॉर द 10 minutes आई कैन एक्सप्लेन यू व्हाट इट इज. आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू, डोंट. Can you all read this? Ram has red cap. Correct? ये ट्रिपलेट कोडॉन है अपना, ये ट्रिपलेट कोडॉन. तो राम ट्रिपलेट, हैज ट्रिपलेट, रेड ट्रिपलेट, कैप ट्रिपलेट. ठीक है. अब ये कितने हैं बेटा? टोटल न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स कितने हैं? 3 + 3 6 + 3 9 + 3 12. बराबर. So there are 12 nucleotides. You can take like that way. और 12 alphabets over here ना. So 12 alphabets or 12 nucleotides is equal to your 4 words या फिर 4 codons. इधर तक कहानी समझ में आ रही है? Now, suppose there is going to be an addition. Suppose there is going to be an addition in the at the 10th position. At the 10th position means where it will be Ram has red. ये देखो बराबर. यहाँ पर एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड एक्स्ट्रा ऐड हो गया, CCAP हो गया अभी. So how are you going to read it? It has to be read like this way. So what is it now? Ram has read CCA. Does it make any sense? No, na. So why it is senseless? Why it has become senseless? Just because of addition of one nucleotide at the 10th position, right? तो एक पोजीशन पे अगर कुछ ऐड होता है या डिलीट होता है, इमेजिन ये C डिलीट हो गया, तो इट विल बी राम हैज रेड AP. Again, no sense, right? So the point where there is going to be deletion or the point where there is going to be addition is going to change the entire reading frame, जिसको हम frame shift कहते हैं. The entire reading frame is going to get shifted ahead. Did you understand what is this? अब समझ में आ रही है बात? हाँ. अब देखो राम हैज रेड, इधर तक प्रॉब्लम नहीं आया because the addition was beyond the 9th one. तो पहले वाले जो triplets थे they could be read perfectly. So that is what they are saying in the script also, that there are 150 amino acids. After 75th, 76th position पे कुछ add हुआ. Then what will happen? The first 25 amino acids will be perfectly made. There will be a problem beyond the point of addition. You are understanding now? अब clear है ये? That is what we have to understand. That is what we have to understand. Okay. Now what will happen? CCA. We don't know what is the meaning of that CCA, right? But for example, now you understood what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Now I'll tell you this with our language. With our language, I'll try to tell you this. I'm giving the sequence of mRNA, okay? कितना लंबा मैंने सीक्वेंस आपको दे दिया, okay? Now when you read this, I know there is no checkerboard in front of you all. I know this, but at least you can remember something. ये देखो AUG means it will code for methionine. At least this much you know. Correct? Look at this. UUU will code for phenylalanine. Do you remember AAA codes for what? पता है आपको? AAA in the checkerboard which I showed you just now. Okay, let us do one thing. Write down this sequence right now in your book, beta. लिखो AUG, AAA, UUU, CCA, ACU, UGA, AAC. लिखो, ये लिखो. Write down this. And please write down genuinely because ये मैं हटा रही हूँ अभी, ये स्क्रीन में हटा रही हूँ and I'm coming to that particular checkerboard वाला. Yes, you are right, my dear. AAA codes for lysine. You all are right. Okay, so methionine, lysine, phenylalanine. हाँ, ठीक है. What is CCA? Do you all know? CCA आपके books में है. It's given in your book. You can refer your NCERT textbooks and tell me, no problem. What will the CCA code for? Very good. Proline. So what is the sequence now? Methionine, lysine, phenylalanine, proline, है ना? ACU, ACU is coding for whom? Very good, threonine. So what is the sequence? कौन से अमीनो एसिड्स बनते जाएंगे? Methionine, lysine, phenylalanine, proline, threonine, UGA. What does UGA stand for? स्टॉप कोडॉन. इसका मतलब आगे AAC है, कोई फायदे का नहीं है. UGA जैसी एक्सपीरियंस कराता है ना, तो प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस अपना पॉलीपेप्टाइड सीक्वेंस बनना बंद हो जाता है. ओके, अंडरस्टूड दिस. जैसे ही UGA आ जाएगा, पॉलीपेप्टाइड सिंथेसिस खत्म. So now the polypeptide will be released, which will be having what sequence? Methionine, lysine, phenylalanine, proline, threonine. That's it. Fine, fine. ये यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ गया? Yes, बेटा, बिल्कुल correct. Very nice. So it will be methionine, lysine, phenylalanine, proline, threonine. इधर तक ठीक है? इधर तक तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है नहीं आपको? Fine. Now if there is going to be a mutation, okay? Now if there is going to be a mutation, और यहाँ पर कौन से पोजीशन में डालती हूँ? चलो मैं डालती हूँ, इधर डाल देती हूँ. ये अभी G ऐड हो गया यहाँ पर, देखो. So how you will read this now? इधर तक तो कोई पॉइंट नहीं है. AUG मेथियोनिन, AAA लाइसिन, UUU phenylalanine, CCA proline. यहाँ पर देखो, instead of ACU, now it has become AGC. AGC code for which amino acid? Serine. तो अभी यहाँ पर serine introduce हो गया just because of G over here, and this will be read as what now? It won't be read as the earlier one. अभी क्या हो गया? serine के बाद ये देखो क्या हो गया? It has become UUG. UUG also codes for one of the amino acids. Check करो. Very nice. It's leucine, and it is going to be AAA. मतलब जहाँ पर पॉलीपेप्टाइड स्टॉप होने वाला था, वो आगे बढ़ रहा है. कौन से पॉइंट के आगे पूरा का पूरा चेंज हो गया बेटा? The point when there was an addition. In the same way, if there is going to be a deletion also, same चीज हो जाएगी. जहाँ डिलीट होता है, जहाँ ऐड होता है ना, उसके आगे पूरा अमीनो एसिड सीक्वेंस चेंज हो गया. Did you all understand? So the entire sequence of amino acid has changed beyond the point of insertion or deletion. This is called as frame shift mutation. Any difficulty in understanding what is frame shift now? पक्का समझ में आ गया बेटा? कोई ऐसा है जिसको नहीं समझा हो? You want me to repeat it? Understood this very precisely? Okay. So now, hopefully you all have understood what I'm trying to tell you. So now, let's come to the script again. So this is the point that they are saying, that if a nucleotide is added in the middle of the sequence, the first 25 amino acids of polypeptide will be the same, but the next 25 will be different. Now you understood why it is different, hopefully. Sixth point is degeneracy of code, right? So there are 64 codons for 20 amino acids. So most of the amino acids except two, that is the methionine and tyrosine, can be coded by more than one codon. We saw just now. Single amino acid coded by more than one codon is called as degeneracy of code. This incident was discovered by Bonfield and Nirenberg. Only two amino acids, that is tryptophan and methionine, are specified by a single codon. UGG for tryptophan and AUG for methionine. Otherwise 6 codons है सिर्फ leucine के लिए, serine के लिए. है ना. So that is called as degeneracy of codon. At the other, all the other amino acids are specified or coded by 2 to 6 codons. So I've written over here clearly, leucine, serine, arginine are coded by 6 codons. Leucine के कौन से हैं? CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG, UUA, UUG. Serine के कौन से हैं? UCU, UCC, UCA, UCG, AGU, AGC. Arginine, CGU, CGG, CGA, CGC होना चाहिए. CGU, CGC, CGA, CGG, okay. AGA, AGG. Degeneracy of genetic code is related to the third position of the triplet. The third base is called as the wobble base. तो ये जो है ना बेटा, ये U, C, A, G, इसको wobble base कहते हैं. मतलब क्या होता है कि CU, 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 CU है ना तो ल्यूसीन आ जाएगा. UC, UC, UC है तो सेरीन आ जाएगा. CG, CG, CG है तो arginine आ जाएगा. So the third base is not going to be the determining base. Therefore we call it as a wobble base. ठीक है, समझा. तो हमारे पास अब क्या है, डिब्बे ज्यादा है, लड्डू कम है, तो कोई भी डिब्बे में रख सकते हो. तो एक लड्डू को रखने के लिए 6 डिब्बे मिल गए, लाइक ल्यूसीन, सेरीन, आर्जिनिन, वैसे. Okay, so in this case there could be more number of codons coding for the same amino acid. Coding for the same amino acid. This is called as degeneracy of genetic code. Let us see the exceptions. Wobble base means the third base of a triplet, which is not going to determine which amino acid to be brought. The first two bases only will decide which amino acid to be brought. So हम कहते हैं wobble base. So the non-determining base of a triplet is the third base called as the wobble base. Got it, beta? Rest are therefore it's hypothesis. Rest are hypothesis. मतलब कई जगह पर ऐसा रूल नहीं है ना, जैसे UUC है लेकिन UUA, UUG नहीं है. Rest. So only in these few of them the wobbling effect will be seen. Otherwise not all. Correct? What are the exceptions? Different codons, normally UAA, UGA are chain termination codons, but in paramecium and some other ciliated organisms, UAA and UGA code for glutamine amino acid. तो ये exception है. तो ये books में नहीं दिया है और ये आपके एग्जाम में रेगुलरली आता है. Okay, so please remember this. Otherwise, they are stop codons, but in paramecium, it's going to be coding for glutamine. Okay. Next exception is mitochondrial gene. Normally, AGG, AGA code for arginine, but in human mitochondria, these function as stop codon. So mitochondria का जो DNA है ना बेटा, it will be showing AGG and AGA to act as stop codon. Along with UA, AGG and AGA are also going to act as stop codon in human mitochondria. Cytoplasm नहीं है, न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म नहीं है, माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल मैट्रिक्स में जो डीएनए प्रेजेंट होता है उसकी बात है. UGA, a termination codon, corresponds to tryptophan, while AUA, which codes for isoleucine, denotes methionine in human mitochondria. तो ये सारे एक्सेप्शन है कि आपको याद रखने पड़ेंगे. There is no other option. Chain initiation and chain termination. Polypeptide chain synthesis is signaled by two initiation codons, AUG or GUG. AUG codes for methionine acid in eukaryotes, and in prokaryotes, AUG codes for N-formyl methionine. It's methionine only. It's formylated. It's formylated methionine. Sometimes GUG also functions as the start codon. It codes for valine amino acid normally, but when it is present in the starting position, it can code for methionine also. Out of 64 codons, 3 codons are stopping or nonsense or termination codons. We call them as nonsense codons also. Okay, they are UA, UAG, and UGA. They are also called as ochre, amber, opal. Ochre, amber, opal. Corn ochre, corn amber, corn opal. Match the following. Favorite question. So ua is ochre. Uag is amber. Uga is opal. Okay. So only 61 codons are sense codons which specify for 20 amino acids. मतलब चेकर बोर्ड तो 64 का है, लेकिन 64 में से 3 तो स्टॉप कोडॉन है या नहीं बेटा? तो कितने बचे? 61 बचे. So only 61 are going to be the ones which will code for 20 amino acids. Have you all understood this particular slide? Anyone having any difficulty with the exceptions? And these all things are not there in the books. That is, I don't know, and they ask you. Well, then we go to the wobble hypothesis. छोटा सा है, quickly complete हो जाएगा because then I've got a class from 12. Wobble hypothesis was proposed by Crick, the Watson and Crick wala Crick. Normally, an anticodon recognizes only one codon, but sometimes an anticodon recognizes more than one codon. This is known as wobbling. The effect is called as wobbling. Wobbling normally occurs for the third nucleotide of a codon. For example, anticodon AAG can recognize two anticodons, UUU and UUC. So actually G should code with C की नहीं, लेकिन ये UUU भी चला लेता है. तो मैंने क्या बोला? थर्ड पोजीशन which is of it is not going to determine. थर्ड पोजीशन नहीं डिटरमाइन करती है, फर्स्ट पोजीशन से डिटरमाइन करते हैं. तो AA है तो UU डिटरमाइन हो गया इसमें भी और इसमें भी. The third position is of not great importance. G है तो एक्चुअली इसके साथ tRNA इसके साथ आना चाहिए, लेकिन वो U वाले को भी पहचान लेता है, बोलता है चल भाई ठीक है. So UUU and UUC both stand for phenylalanine. ठीक है? That is called as wobbling effect. समझा wobbling effect क्या है या wobble hypothesis क्या है? It's hypothesis. It is not going to be seen everywhere. तो UUU है तो UUA के लिए क्यों नहीं लेके आता है phenylalanine? है ना? So it's hypothetical. It's not like, it's not going to be like every time perfect. Okay? Types of mRNA. mRNA are of two types, monocistronic and polycistronic. The mRNA in which genetic signal for the formation of only one polypeptide is going to be activated at a time will be monocistronic. Okay? Which is seen in eukaryotes. Polycistronic, the mRNA in which genetic signal is present for the formation of more than one polypeptide chain. Polycistronic seen in prokaryotes. Non-sense codons are found in middle position in polycistronic mRNA. Okay, बीच में आ जाते हैं non-sense codons. That's about your types of mRNA. Have you all understood up till here? इधर तक समझ में आया? किसी को कोई डाउट है यहाँ तक? Come on, tell me quickly. No doubt. Good. What's central dogma? Central dogma term was given by Crick again. The formation of mRNA from DNA, then synthesis of protein from it is called as central dogma. It means it includes transcription and translation. The central dogma scheme of protein synthesis was presented by Jacob and Monod. So the term given was by Crick, but the scheme of protein synthesis was given by Jacob and Monod. The detailed study of central dogma was done by Nirenberg, Mathai, and Khorana, that is Hargobind Khorana. Beadle and Tatum studied the central dogma in the fungus Neurospora. So I had already told you all that Hargobind Khorana का इसमें बहुत बड़ा contribution है. So what is his contribution in finding out homopolymers and heteropolymers using Savero-Oka enzyme? वो थोड़ा सा explain करना था. तो वो 1 minute में explain कर रही हूँ मैं, 1 नहीं, 2 minutes. And transcription and translation I'll do it in the next class. I'll not talk about the transcription and translation right now. Okay. Homopolymer and heteropolymer बताती हूँ. इसके पहले reverse transcriptase, HIV आपका HHD चैप्टर हो चुका है. Human health diseases चैप्टर हो गया आपका बेटा. Have you all studied? No. Okay, so when sir will teach your human health and diseases chapter, na, that time you will come across this word called as reverse transcriptase, and enzyme present in the HIV virus, which causes AIDS. So what is this reverse transcription? देखो, the formation of DNA from RNA is known as reverse transcription. So from DNA, the formation of DNA from RNA. तो नॉर्मली क्या होता है, डीएनए टू आरएनए होता है कि नहीं, डीएनए टू आरएनए, आरएनए टू प्रोटीन इज द सेंट्रल डॉगमा. इधर क्या हुआ, डीएनए टू आरएनए, आरएनए बैक टू डीएनए. तो आरएनए से डीएनए फॉर्मेशन बन रहा है, उल्टा जा रहा है वो, इसलिए उसको हम कहते हैं रिवर्स. एंड द एंजाइम व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी ब्रिंगिंग दिस रिवर्स इज गोइंग टू बी कॉल्ड एज रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. फाइन. It was discovered by Tayman and Baltimore in Ross sarcoma virus. So it is called as feminism. Please remember this word. Remember this word. Again, आपके biotech में आएगा. Biotechnology chapter हो गया आपका? Have you all done with biotech? Biotech chapter has been done with you all. नहीं हुआ? Okay, fine. तो उसमें ये word आएगा in feminism, ये word. That time you will have to know what is feminism. That is nothing but reverse transcription process is also called as feminism. Single-stranded RNA of Rao sarcoma virus, that is retrovirus. So this is double-stranded DNA in host cell with the help of the enzyme reverse transcriptase, which is actually a DNA polymerase. This DNA is called as complementary DNA, not copy DNA. cDNA stands for complementary DNA. Sometimes this DNA moves in the host genome. Such mobile DNA is called as retroposome or oncogene. Oncogene means the one which is going to cause cancer, and therefore this sarcoma virus are the ones which are going to be causing cancer. Yeah, so Shruti, you were right that they are the ones which are going to cause cancer. It is only because of this enzyme reverse transcriptase. Is it okay? Understood? एक्चुअल ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में आज स्टार्ट नहीं कर रही हूँ. इसके टाइम पे ट्रांसक्रिप्शन एंड ट्रांसलेशन के टाइम पे कोई एब्सेंट रहो फिर देखो, देन यू विल सी व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. ये देखो बेटा, तो होमोपॉलीमर हेटेरोपॉलीमर बताती हूँ मैं आपको व्हाट इज इट. दिस इज होमोपॉलीमर. दिस इज हेटेरोपॉलीमर. तो निरेनबर्ग ने है ना सवेरो का एंजाइम यूज करके आर्टिफिशियली ये यू का पॉली एमआरएनए बनाया था, और ये यूसी का बनाया था ऑल्टरनेटिव. यू 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 यूसी 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 यूसी. ओके, अब टेल मी वन थिंग, हाउ मेनी phenyl alanine molecules will be found or obtained in this particular sequence. कितने हैं यूज देखो, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. कितने मिलेंगे? 5 मिलेंगे. परफेक्ट. और अगर 16 होता था तो कितने मिलते थे? अगर इधर मैंने और एक यू ऐड कर दिया या 2 यू ऐड कर दिए तो कितने मिलते थे बेटा? 5 ही मिलते थे. ये so these are going to be only 5. These are going to be only 5. Okay, how many, what would be this? ये क्या मिलेगा हमें? Which amino acids will we get over here? Will we get only one type of amino acid or will we get 2 amino acids of each? 2 टाइप मिलेंगे कि एक ही टाइप मिलेगा? 2 टाइप मिलेंगे. सही बात है बेटा. तो यू सी यू सी यू सी यू सी यू सी यू सी ऐसा मिलता जाएगा हमें. तो यू सी यू कोड्स फॉर व्हाट? वेरी गुड. एंड सी यू सी कोड्स फॉर व्हाट? सी यू सी किसके लिए कोड करता है? और हाँ, तो सेरीन ल्यूसीन, सेरीन ल्यूसीन, सेरीन ल्यूसीन ऐसे मिलता जाएगा. ओके, So this is how Hargobind Khurana proved that 15 यूज है लेकिन फिर भी 17 यूज है लेकिन 5 ही फिनाइलएलानिन मिल रहे हैं. तो दो चीजें समझ में आई. यू कोड्स फॉर फिनाइलएलानिन and it's a triplet code. Similarly, UCU codes for serine and CUC codes for leucine. इसलिए यहाँ पर हेटेरो पॉलीमर लेके दो टाइप के अमीनो एसिड्स मिले और ट्रिपलेट्स लिए उतने ही मॉलिक्यूल्स उतने ही हैं जितना लंबा उनका mRNA. Did you all understand? This is how Nirenberg and Khorana have worked together to prove and tell the world that it is a triplet. Okay. Well, so today we completed with the genetic code. In the next class, I'm going to go ahead with transcription and if possible translation as well. Let's see. But आज का समझ में आया है सबको? Whatever has been taught to you all, have you all followed perfectly with it? Okay, fine. Sure. So see you all on next. Today is what? Thursday. So next Tuesday.